What's going on, everyone? It's Purple Haze here, and I'm giving my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct that happened the other day. And overall, I'm going to say I thought the bar was really high for Nintendo, and Nintendo needed to do a lot of things. Um, and the reason I say that is just because Nintendo Switch was considered the number one selling console of all time, a huge player base, and really the gaming industry needs Nintendo to do well. And for the most part, I think Nintendo delivered uh, from new features. So thinking about the Joy-Cons acting as mice, I know that's somewhat controversial. People would say just go get a gaming PC or a PC. I totally hear you. But as far as a console goes, I think just the integration of that is kind of an accessibility standpoint. And for that, hats off to them. We know that Switch or Nintendo in general did not have really good communication support, in between players. So really upping that, I thought that was a really great thing that they did. Obviously, the hardware could have used a revamp. It seems like they met that expectation coming out of it. Some of the other things, I know some people are talking about the camera, it's underpowered. We're gonna have to see if that was just the Nintendo camera or if they'll allow to use a third-party camera with the Switch 2. But overall, I thought that was another pretty cool accessibility feature. Some of the other things I saw that really stuck out was the spatial sound. So I'm a big, big proponent in when it comes to multimedia that the sound really does a lot of lifting that a lot of people don't think. So really making it 3D spatial sound, that's really cool. I don't know if it's Dolby Surround or Dolby Atmos or whatnot, but the fact that they're saying there is 3D spatial sound, that is definitely an upgrade, and I think that will level up people's playing experience. Another thing that I saw that really stuck out to me was just the publisher support. So numerous generations of Nintendo consoles before have launched with lackluster third-party support, and it makes sense, right? Nintendo is a powerhouse when it comes to first party, but to really have a healthy ecosystem, you need to have that third-party support. And just seeing so many publishers and leading game developers there supporting the Nintendo launch, I think spoke tremendously positive to the direction the industry sees and the respect they have for Nintendo. So I thought they nailed that. Another thing that I know people are going to find it controversial, but I'm going to make another video about this topic is Mario Kart and specifically the game sharing. So I'm not talking about the ability to put necessarily a game you've played on another thing for 2 weeks, what they showed last week in the direct. What I'm talking about is the idea that you can have Mario Kart and lend it out to 3 different people and you all can play the same game at the same time on your own Switch devices. I think that is really revolutionary, and that is something that um, we haven't really seen at scale from other companies, and especially considering that that is the Switch's number one selling game from the prior generation. So doing that with Switch 2, I think it's pretty big, but I'm going to talk about this a little bit more because I know there's some controversies with the pricing. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of like paying for a demo, but I can kind of understand why maybe they would want to do that. But overall, I think Nintendo had a lot on their plate to try to ensure that they brought over their old player base to the new console, as well as trying to expand the gaming player base. And I think they did, right? Obviously, there's some controversial things, but overall, I have to give them credit that they did what they did, and for me, it's a solid 9 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10, for the actual direct, the feature set that we saw, what they had to do, what people were asking for. They delivered that, and yeah, that's what I think. But let me know what you all think. Obviously, if you're gonna hit something controversial, I may hit it in another video, so I may defer you to watch the next one on those, but for the most part, yeah, let me know what you think. Until then, I don't care where you game, how you game, why you game, what you game on, how long you've been gaming. As long as you're gaming, you're good with me. And as always, this is Purple Haze, and the proof is in the playing. All right, take care, y'all. Later.